I just picked up this new brush mower. So this attachment, I've kind of wanted one of these for a while. I've always had this type of brush mower, which is a 3-point hitch attachment that goes on the back of a tractor and runs off the tractor's PTO and hooks on here. This one's a little different. It runs on the front of a skid steer loader, similar like this. And the difference with this is kind of designed more to cut bigger brush. For example, if a field hadn't been mowed in years and it's starting to fill up with trees, this machine can go through it and get it back down to a field that's mowable lawn. They were advertising that it can cut up to 7-inch diameter hardwoods and 12-inch diameter softwoods. So that's quite the claim. Let's go test it out. So I've wanted one of these for a while. You know, I've seen crazy prices like 20 grand on them. Then I saw an ad for this thing, and with an extra set of blades, that this was $4,300 shipped. So I said, you know, let's give the thing a try. So it's got this front bar here. That's kind of to push trees out. And then it's also, the front of it's open enough where the blades extend out past the front of the deck, so it can cut the bottom of a tree. All right, let's try this thing out. Alright, so that's what the blades kind of look like. You can see they extend out past the front of the machine. Alright, so we got this thing out on a field, first time trying it. So we're on a field. I was the last one to mow this, I think maybe 6 years ago. So it's starting to get, you know, it's nothing a brush hog couldn't take care of. It's just brush and these little trees kind of starting everywhere. And the other thing that's going on here, there's a lot of these pine trees starting around the edges, and they grow fast. And the guy wants to keep them down because there's a view here from the house, and if a ton of trees start growing in this field, it will block the view, so he wants to keep this a mowable area. All right, well, let's get to work. All right, that did a pretty good job in that field area, but you know, that's not really what it's meant for. A brush hog easily could have done that, but it does mow grass. Couple things that jumped out at me though. I'm constantly having to adjust the height of it, especially since like the field is all uneven. I think if you're in a flat field that wouldn't really be a problem, but I mean, I still got it cut, you know, pretty good and didn't really dig into the ground too much. So in the cab here, the other thing, the button that makes this thing operate, there's no button to like hold it, so I'm constantly holding, my thumb's getting tired. I need to figure out a rubber band or something for that. But all right, let's try doing some of these trees here. I remember finding that brush hogging last time. Alright, that's pretty cool. This thing's like a stump grinder too. Alright, well that was fun. I kind of ran out of stuff to mow here. These fields aren't that big. But, you know, I made quick work of this, so that was good. You know, the mower definitely does what they said it was supposed to do. I guess the ideal mowing situation for this would be an area with a lot of trees, you know, between 1 inch and 6 inches, because it can fly right through those and chop them up to nothing. And then there's no piles of brush to burn or anything. So this machine definitely has its place. You know, as far as mowing a big grassy field, probably just a regular brush mower on the back of a tractor is better. But yeah, definitely a fun new thing to mess with. So I'll try to find some more jobs for this thing soon.